Welcome back to the Crypto Bully Bear channel where there's only fun decoding and no financial advice. And I'm just going to get a little recap over here. Just want to show you a few things. So this was Jeopardy a couple of days ago. Give me Roman 5. This was probably literally almost 22 minutes after. That was Jeopardy I showed you. That comes on 7 o'clock. 7:30 comes Wheel of Fortune. Then we got this guy, Pat Sajak, with the V, the 5, the V. V is the 22nd letter of the alphabet, if you didn't know that. Numeral number V, well, I should say numeral number 5 is also a V, as you can see. Why is that important? Again, listen back to my videos, and I explain a little bit why it's important. But let me even show you why I even got more bullish. So here, if you noticed that Homer, when he was in the suit over here, he had that carbon rod over there. And look at the numbers. 23. Can it be this year? Can it be this year? Now, if you watch my videos, I showed you the bearable guy riddle 1, 2, 3, right? Let me go back. So this was the riddle that I was talking about. I believe, I'm not saying I'm correct, but I believe that I think I nailed this riddle. Because we're talking about the Oscars, right? Because I'm talking about 23. I showed you the 23 in the Simpsons. And I'm going to go back to this riddle here. This bottle here says 2022. I don't know if I can highlight it. I don't think I got a good copy, but this says 2022. Now, let me just explain myself over here. There's not really too much of a mess over here. He don't look drunk. He don't look like he's falling over, right? So you have to ask yourself, why is this champagne bottle on the floor? Right? It don't really make sense that the champagne bottle is on the floor over here. But if you start decoding the riddle, like I believe it is, I'm going to say that if you follow the Oscars, you notice that the 62 years, and there you go. I said there was 62. I thought it was funny because you have 2 6s, right? You have 6 and 2. This is the way I think. I'm not saying I'm correct, and it's, again, no financial advice. It's just having fun with the decode. 62 years, they always had a red carpet. Now, funny enough, they have a champagne bottle on a red carpet. So that's why I believe that this was the Oscars. Another strong reason why I believe it's the Oscars is because they have a calendar here. And there's a heart, it's on the 13th, which was a day after the Oscars. But the Oscars was on Sunday, and as you can see, the heart is on a Sunday. Yes, okay, I understand it says 2022, but again, this is a riddle. They're not actually going to spell it out for you literally. You're going to have to understand there's probably going to be flips, rug pulls, all types of tricks being played here. Now, being that I have this calendar here, I found it interesting that this window had 12 squares. And again, you're going back to the Oscars. Now, I showed you. Now, you got to go back to my other riddle because I'm not going to keep going back and forth. But I just wanted to show you over here that this would be started in January, February, March. If you watch my other videos, my last video, you will see that the news actually had something about a star exploding in March. So again, I believe that this is a calendar to me, and this is January, February, March. And we had an explosion. Also, the Oscars was in March. Lights, camera, action, they were talking about movies, right? So, find the Easter eggs. And again, people dress up in the Oscars. People dress up in the Oscars. They wear suits and all that. And as we know, there's a little clock. We know that they only had about 45 seconds to speak. So, who knows? I mean, I'm just having fun with this particular thing. So that's my little thing on here. So that was March. Then we have, that was March. Then we had April and then May. That's why maybe I'm thinking that the number 5 was important, because here we have this rocket ship in the 5th panel, which I believe is May, because that would be June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Now that's funny that the Rockets in May. We've been talking about 5. I just showed you the Wheel of Fortune. I just showed you Jeopardy. They're talking about numeral number 5, showing you the 5. And why I emphasized on Wheel of Fortune is because he didn't put up the number 1. He didn't put up the number 3. He just put up the number 2 the way he did. So, one more thing, why we should be bullish. So when I seen 23 in The Simpsons, and then the Oscars happened, and then I noticed that it was a champagne carpet, I was like, wow, maybe this riddle is really talking about, maybe it wasn't a celebration at all. Maybe, March we had the Oscars. Maybe this is pointing to the Oscars, and maybe we might have an explosion with a particular token. That's all I'm saying. All I know is that Elon Musk be having a little rocket pod like this called I think it's called the Purple Dragon, but I definitely know it's called the Dragon. So this is quite funny over here. I'm just going to show you. Remember they were putting 2 days without an accident, and then he was ready to put the number 3 up. So we had the 23 there, right? Can I play this? But watch what happens. A collapse. Now, why am I bullish? Because we're seeing banks collapsing in 23. As you've seen, the 23 was right there. Okay? And what else? Hold on a second. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for bearing me, because I know this is horrible, horrible editing. Let me just get back to the content. So, if you watch The Simpsons in the intro, you see Maggie. She's on the conveyor belt over here, and she gets swiped. Now, the only lane number is showing is the number 5. How do you not get bullish? Maybe it's May. And they're wearing the purple and green. Purple shirt, green apron. Isn't that the goblin mode? And that sign right there kind of looks like the quant. To me, it does. I'm not saying it is. You got to do your own research and do what's best for you and what you feel. This is my journey. I'm just sharing what I just seen. And funny enough, there's nothing here but 5. And if you go back and watch my previous half a dozen videos, you might be mind blown with the 5 being all around. So that's it for the number 5. I thought that was a little interesting with the intro I was playing around with. And funny enough, if you watched my last videos, I showed you that the leprechaun and the Easter bunny were fighting, and they blew up and they caused a big bang. Which I'm feeling that it could be this year. Again, that's just my own feeling. Now, I had a viewer that actually got into some NFTs, and I looked at his project. So this is his project over here. It's called Proton Zoo. His name is Zeus L, as you can see right there. He gives you royalties of 15%. As you can see, you can pause it and read it there, which is pretty cool. So I think his average is about 20,000 XPRs, which is probably about $30. And he'll give you 15%. And if you buy 5 of them, supposedly, I think he'll give you 30% back. So this is funny. I was doing the numbers, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. So if they're about $30 each, 5 of them cost you about $150, right? And with 30% back from $150, that's $45 is 30% of $150. So if you took $45 minus the $150, you had $105. So it cost you $105 for 5 NFTs. But the crazy part was when I was doing the math, I was like, holy cow. I'm like, oh my God, 5 NFTs. There's the number 5 again. And then if you've been watching me, I was talking about the 501. So funny enough, if you bought 5 NFTs, you would only spend $105, which was the reverse of 501. I thought that was quite mind-blowing anyway. I just thought that was interesting. And that really caught my eye, and I don't know why it resonated with me. But then I was going through his stuff over here, right? And before I show you, so when I was going through his stuff, I seen this piece. Hold on a second. So I seen this. So his pieces are pretty interesting. They're not like your average alien cyborg. type or little pixel type pictures, right? He actually has some type of pretty good quality 4K quality made out of like mosaic stone tiles and stuff. So they're all animals, as you can see. The project is called Proton Zoo. Um, he's a big Proton follower. He follows a lot of videos, you know. And when I seen this, if you if you know me, I love King Kong. And again, I when I think of King Kong, I think of Proton. That's just me. And I noticed that he had Godzilla in his collection, and he didn't have King Kong. And I was like, oh man, I was like, no King Kong. So I reached out to the team, and I reached out to him, and I asked him, I was like, do you not like King Kong? I seen that he had a gorilla in there. So he decided to make me a custom one, which I was kind of very thrown back and blown away, because I actually told him that I'll support, his particular work. He's a viewer of mine. He supports my channel. So I said, all right, I'll buy one or two. And since he didn't have King Kong, he actually made me a customized King Kong. I'm going to show you right now. Hold on a second. Well, actually, let me see. The King Kong. Oh, all right, so this is the King Kong one here. That's pretty dope. Look at King Kong in New York with the taxi. If you remember Heavy Metal, 1981. We got the Kai. We got the Atom sign. I don't know. I'm in love with this. I am really in love with this piece. I'm hoping to blow this up and hopefully maybe make that like a background for me in my new office where I'm moving to. So this is a dope piece. And what I like also about his particular project is they're all 1-for-1. So once you buy it, it's only you that's going to own it. Hold on. So I would love for you guys to actually just scroll through it and see. I mean, everybody loves animals. So just think about it. You're spending 20,000 XPRs. I've been showing you the video, right, for like 501. You can check it for yourself, right? The price was 501. Now I think the price is like $302 again and 10 cents. So even at that, $300, you do the math. 300 times 20,000 XPRs, because that's what you're going to buy it for. That's what it's going to show. Then remember, you're going to get royalties back. If you buy one or two, I think you get 15%. But if you buy up to 5 of them, if you love animals and you love the art, if you get 5 of them, you'll get 30% back. And then imagine when XPR goes up to $1. I'm just saying, $1 and you got a 20,000 XPR floor price. That's pretty nice. But again, and I don't think these would be hard to sell only because they're animals and mosaic. And there's a lot of people that like that particular art and like that look. And it's all animal zoos, Proton Zoo. So it's all animals, I think he has some mythical animals in here, like, some, like the dragon. And I think he has the phoenix in here. So, and Godzilla was another one of them. But, he has quite a few. Orangutan. He's got sloth. He's got the panda, iguana, penguin, walrus, lemur, gorilla. He's got a hedge, an ostrich, a llama, camel, a boar, hyena, elephant. So as you can see, the seal. He's got a doge, nice. Oh, the phoenix. Oh, the phoenix. I actually picked that up. I had to pick that up. I did. So if you did, looked at my wallet. So again, if you do like what you see, you love the content, I do have a wallet called I Told You So. And if you want to show a little love, very appreciated. If not, just press the like button. It don't cost you a thing. But if you notice, if you look in the wallet, again, I want to say it here. I would like to keep that wallet for like the community, for my viewers, So anybody sending tips? So one of my things was, if you sent $5 worth of XPR recently, that I would guarantee you on a yacht party that I'll be organizing once all this gets regulated. As long as I'm correct that each of these tokens are at least 300, even at $300. If these tokens are at $300 a piece, because that was the lowest that we've seen. So I will go to the lowest that we had seen on the Alcor exchange. So $302.10. So at least, whatever, you know what I mean. If you can get it to $300, and that's a guaranteed number, I will be throwing probably one of the sickest yacht parties for the viewers, and that's it. But if you looked in the wallet, I added 120,000 XPRs because I seen the project and I wanted to make sure that I got a few NFTs and stuff like that. Getting into the NFTs, I remember a lot of things also. And that being said, there was one of my viewers that actually, he DM'd me privately, he reached out a few times, and the same day that I actually loaded up and I wanted to purchase some of these NFTs, that viewer actually reached out to me earlier that day and just wanted to give me a heads up on like the news and what was going on and stuff like that. There's a lot of scary talks about all types of things happening over here in New York City and stuff like that. So he actually wanted to make me aware of what's going on, and not many people do that. And nowadays, not even some of my close friends even bother to check up on me or vice versa, So I remember those things, and I appreciate those particular thoughts and people reaching out just to make sure that I'm okay. And, it just shows that there's no hate and there's a lot of love there. And because of that, again, I want to show that because you guys show me love, you guys take the time out to deal with my horrible editing and my crazy thoughts or whatever else I have. And you take your own time out to listen to me, and you could be doing totally something productive. But I appreciate you. So I'm going to take a little bit of the I told you so wallet, and I'm going to give back to the community. So this particular person that I'm speaking about, he's actually in the Discord also. His name is Sonic, and there's a few other people there that actually been giving me great content too, that have been opening up my eyes and ears and giving me new ideas for videos. So I appreciate that Discord. You guys know who you are out there. But Sonic, you are a solid stand-up character, and I appreciate you. And while I'm on here, I just wanted to show you that I actually wanted to gift you this particular one. I already picked it up. So I want you to DM me your wallet, because this is what you're going to get, pal. And it's a 1-of-1. It's from the Proton Zoo. And I think it's pretty freaking cool. And because your name is Sonic, I thought this matched up perfectly. Like I said, when I started browsing through the NFT through one of my viewers, again, his name is Zeal L, and the project is called Proton Zoo, and it's inspired by the Real Steel movie, because I think Adam, when they first got Adam up and running, the robot, I think his first fight was at the zoo. So I'm not sure if he's going to try to keep the NFTs up to that Proton stuff, but just found that the first collection that came out was pretty awesome because he related to Proton as well. And I love animals. So who doesn't love animals? So thank you again, Sonic from the Discord. You know who you are. I appreciate you. And if you want to claim your gift, anybody out there, let Sonic know that he's got something waiting for him. So anyway, thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. And if I was you, he got his collection at the Proton Zoo. Hold on a second. So actually, he's at the Proton Market and Soon Market. Proton Market and Soon Market. You can sign up there and see. So as you can see, he gave me the custom one. This one I purchased from the money from my I Told You So wallet, because I'm going to gift that to one of the viewers. That looked out for me, and I appreciate that. The Phoenix I had to get. I might actually use this as a business image. I will see. And the gorilla, like I said, man, I love the gorilla. That gorilla reminds me of King Kong, man. I just love King Kong. The more I look into this, the more I am. And here I got the both gorillas. So this is, just to support this particular person. Awesome NFTs. I love my custom NFT. Totally rad. Not for sale. Sorry. So I don't know. Hopefully he can switch it up and make me the Godzilla. I would love to hang both of those pieces up somewhere in here. But anyway, go check it out. See if you like it. And if not, it is what it is. But like I said, I think these NFTs, I'm not really trying to push them on you, but I'm just saying that animals are pretty easy to sell. A lot of people love animals. And I think this work is beautiful. You know, the mosaic tile style is much different than the rest of these. And if Proton it goes up to a $2,000 per token XPR, and your floor price is 20,000 XPRs, just imagine how much you can sell these NFTs for. You know, everybody's going to be in the metaverse. Everyone's going to have a freaking pretty cool, virtual house. I'm sure they wouldn't mind something like this. So, anyway, it's up to you. If you like it, buy it. If not, no problem. Just wanted to share this with you. And I believe they're all for sale. Let me see if I can tell you how many are left. Hold on. So there, he has 54 left out of 70. Not bad, not bad. Well, I got 4, so let's go, let's go. There it is again. If you wanted to know, Proton Zoo by Zoel. Check it out. Beautiful pieces, man. Beautiful pieces. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. And again, maybe it's on May. We watching that 5. Watch the waters, baby. Watch the waters. Shout out to the whole Proton community, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it.